A really important announcement actually is our brother Ty, who we all love. He's not well at the moment apparently. He's not well. From what I understand, he may be in hospital. I believe that he lives in Coventry. So what I'd like to do is put a request out. Anyone who's driving or has access to transportation and would like to take a trip to Coventry, I think it would really be a nice gesture to go and visit our sick brother. So, you know what I mean? G-Circle. So we can put some money in the tank.
Content over everything.
All right, it's a late one. It's a quick
one as well.
Yeah, it's a quick one. It's not even a long one today still. Yeah, bang. You get me? Yeah, it's a
First time in the G.Circle.
Gang.
G-Circle.
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 Gang unite.
Gang unite.
Gang unite.
Gang unite.
Gang unite.
Gang unite.
Powers, we there on the front line. Okay, obviously we know it's getting winter. When we first started this G-Circle, when we first started coming Speakers Corner, we didn't expect to be speaking, be in no debates or anything. We just came to see a situation and go back to our houses. When we came here, we linked up with content over everything, and you know, we was here all the time. We started getting into debates. The debate started to create more division in our own community. The debates proved to be non-progressive, and the debates proved to be a waste of energy. So we said we're going to get about 5 men to one side and create a G-Circle. Not expecting anyone to come down, not expecting the masses that we saw and the attention that we saw. We just thought it was just going to be a normal little circle where we're talking about our issues. The beautiful thing is that it's grown. The negative thing is that right now we're in the deep of winter, and getting everyone to come out each Sunday may be strenuous. So what we're thinking of now is either making it either every 2 weeks or every month. But don't get it twisted, if you're down at Speakers Corner on the Sunday, there can still be a G-Circle, but we do the big one every 2 weeks or every month. Contact me to get the WhatsApp details to find out about that. Other than that, don't worry, because it's not just Speakers Corner where we're at. We have a couple HQs and bases, so we're going to be doing a lot more indoor stuff because it's winter. So yeah, so it'll be easier for us to link up in the winter, indoors. Yeah, so that's what we're setting up as well. And you're still going to see us because C.O.E is here, and obviously C.O.E is going to probably be with the man them no matter what we're doing from his free. You understand? So you're still going to be able to tune into the actual movement. I'm also announcing my retirement from Speakers Corner. You get me? It's been a nice time. Like I said, man came here just to dissolve a situation, and it kind of turned into something. I told Leon from time, if Leon wasn't here, I wouldn't have been coming here every week. But I still will be here for the G-Circle. I just won't be here every week debating as you saw me a couple months ago. There'll be other movements, community movements now, real gang engagement, and we're looking for the first 50 now. So that's the powers of the thing. Now, this one's kind of more of a freestyle. So you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna, I feel like everyone's had something on their mind during this week. Something, you know what I'm saying? So all I think we're gonna do is go around and get some words from everyone. You get me? Hear what everyone just got to say, man, because that's what the G-Circle's about.
Terrible. Quick.
Yeah? Let's go. Where we starting? That side?
Mike?
Always do.
Go on.
All right. I still maintain the same thing I've been saying for the last couple of weeks. That wherever you are, you need to do your own form of G-Circle. Do you get what I'm saying? If it's London, if it's your local neighborhood, you have to form these type of circles of information. We're trying to resolve arguments. We're trying to build. We're trying to communicate our network. Do you get what I'm saying, with each other? So I would say that it shouldn't just be restricted, as we say, to Hyde Park, but in your own communities, try and come together. If you can bring the gangs together, if that's the issue in your community, if it's religious, if you're Muslims or you're Jews or your thing, then do it that way. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I find that online people are thinking that if you have a way of being or a religion, that you're not invited to the G Circle. Now, at the end of the day, we keep using the word black, but we should really use the word ethnic minorities, because that's what we all are according to the system. Do you get what I'm saying? So under the system's point of view, we're all the same. Do you get what I'm saying? So all this, black this, and I'm Arab, and no, you're all ethnic minorities according to the government. Do you get what I'm saying? So as ethnic minorities, who are the people, who are the basis of the communities, do you get what I'm saying? It only makes sense that we come together and sort out our communal problems. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's fine for me, and I'll let everyone else talk. Go.
Jump in.
Gang!
Yeah.
Gang! Gang!
Gang.
Gang!
That was the deadest gang, boy, I'll tell you.
Gang! Yo, look at the person next to you and make sure they're saying, gang! 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 Gang!
G.A.N.G.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say we set up a Facebook group for the G Circle. I think it's a really good way for everyone in the G Circle to stay in touch with each other. And all those people who want to start their own G Circles, they can post their videos in the Facebook group and share what they're doing in their area. Especially if the G Circle's dropping back to once a month or every 2 weeks. I think I strongly encourage everyone to like the Facebook page. I believe, Respect, have you set up a YouTube
Yeah, there's a YouTube
account
and an Insta.
Yeah. So what's the Instagram?
Gang Unite TV.
All right.
Yeah?
So Gang Unite TV is the YouTube, isn't it?
Yeah, and the Insta.
And the Insta. All right. So you can jump on the YouTube, you can jump on the Insta, and the Facebook you just call the G Circle. So join all those social medias, and scary black man. These blacks, they come to our country, nick our jobs, nick our women. Yeah. The other thing as well, really important announcement actually, is our brother Ty, who we all love. He's not well at the moment apparently. He's not well. From what I understand, he may be in hospital. I believe that he lives in Coventry. So what I'd like to do is put a request out. Anyone who's driving or has access to transportation and would like to take a trip to Coventry, I think it would really be a nice gesture to go and visit our sick brother. So, you know what I mean? G-Circle. So we can put some money in the tank. Yeah, so I've got 20, 30 pounds to put in the tank to drive to.
He's got a donation page as well.
Okay, so do you know the details for that?
No, it's on his YouTube.
All right, so what I'll do, I'll try and find out.
I'll put a link to it.
Yeah,
put a
so
link to it.
if Content Over Everything can put a link on his channel, once I find out the link, I'll put it on the Facebook group. I think that's a really important step because it's all very well saying we're brothers and talk is cheap.
That's right.
And keyboard warrioring is cheap.
That's right.
But what really counts is taking steps to actually visit a sick person.
That's right.
And I know that every religion holds that as a worthy action that we should all aspire to.
Gang!
So I'm definitely on going to Coventry to visit Ty. Ty, if you're watching this, get well soon. We're coming to visit you soon. You know, even if I end up coming to Coventry on my J's, inshallah, I'm gonna try to do that.
That's right.
Cool, and that's my little bit.
Gang! 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 Rise up, ye mighty people!
And accomplish what you will!
Rise up, ye mighty people!
And accomplish what you will!
Some of you are saying rise up, you might have you. So which way you gonna do this? Which way are we saying rise up? Let's do the rise up, yeah? So when I say rise up, you say rise up, you mighty people!
Rise up, you mighty people!
And accomplish what you will!
And accomplish what you will!
Gang unite!
Gang unite!
Gang unite!
Gang unite!
Sound like 10,000.
Anyone want to speak?
He's got to speak. Yeah, I'll come in.
Here we go.
Yes, I'm Nay. I'm from Nottingham.
Hey!
Hey, listen, we had Birmingham,
Yeah, man.
we've had Leeds, we've had Nottingham, we've had Bristol, we've even had America. You know what I'm saying? Give thanks, my brother.
Man, big
Enough
things, big
love.
things.
More lions.
I've been watching it on YouTube for a while now, see what's going on, and then I saw the G Circle thing, and it was just on a different level because there's a lot of people come down here debating, there's a lot of people arguing and fighting for no reason, and to hear something like this on a positive note, people coming together and talking on a positive level, it's proper, man. That's all I'm gonna say. So I had to come down here. I've been planning to come down here from time. So it's gonna be. It probably won't be every week, but it's gonna be every couple of weeks. I'm gonna come down, bring some people down with me. It's only 2 hours. That's night clubbing and thing.
I see you.
Come in perfect. Picking somebody up from the airport tomorrow at 7:20 in the morning. So I just, man, this is my time. It's meant to be. So big up to the group, man. This thing's big. Let's keep it going, man, and that's it. Bless up to Ty as well, man. So bless.
G-Circle! G-Circle! Gang.
Jack, who's next up?
Who's next?
Let me step in. Yeah, alright. They call me Zion Citizen. Also call me Andre. I've been seeing what's been going on. For many weeks I haven't been able to come on time for the G-Circle. Been busy, but today I've had time. So it's good to dwell with the energy and things of that nature. The one thing I just want to add to it, or the one thing I just want to really get people focused on is that the paradigm we're on right now, for us to really make a change, we have to really shift our paradigm, the way and our worldview, the way we view things, right? We really need to see things as what's mine is yours, what's yours is mine, whoever needs gets, Put your shoulder to the wheel, the person who doesn't put their shoulder to the wheel gets cut off. It's as simple as that, so that we have all share in one thing. And we all make sure we look after each other in that way. If we're not really revolutionize and radically going in that direction, things will not happen. That's the only way things are going to happen, when we change our paradigm from the individualism, and seeing all ourselves as one, not just in talk or just in thought, but in reality and in action. Let's be doers and not just thinkers.
G-Circle! Yo, look at fist to fist. Look at fist to fist. Look at fist to fist. That's the sort out of the circle, you get me?
Round the camera.
Fist to fist around the camera. Yeah?
Stretched out on this side.
G-Circle! 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 G-Circle!
G-Circle.
G-Circle!
G-Circle.
G-Circle!
G-Circle.
Yo, there's some people talk about you. G-Circle!
G-Circle.
G-Circle!
G-Circle.
Rise up, you mighty people!
Rise up, you mighty people.
Accomplish what you will.
Accomplish what you will.
Gang!
Gang.
All right. Yeah, we're in a good circle now. This is powers. Yeah, man, it's 8:30 and we can still find a G-Circle when the whole of the speakers corner's gone. We're still here, you know what I'm saying? So that's the powers. Well, who's going to come in and say something, man? You know what I'm saying?
Who's jumping in?
Someone jump in and just give us a little. Nah, come in, brother. You see this brother? This is a brother that was watching on the internet. You understand? And when they was fighting us, he decided to do a video, and defending the G-Circle and saying, look, these men are just trying to build up a thing. Allow them. He said, huh? Yeah. Come on, brother.
Come on.
So big up. So give him a big gang. You give him a gang.
Yeah, man, my brother, it's nice to see everyone right here. You already know. Big up to the G-Circle. I know he's gonna get stronger, innit? I'm not gonna say nothing, because obviously anything I'm gonna say, we already know it. But like, one point is action, innit? Call for action, and that's what we're gonna do right now, innit? So we're gonna start policing the ends by ourselves, innit? I'm talking to Raspe about that. So whoever is on that, you understand what I mean? You need to start signing up. Because now we could talk, innit? Talk is long. We need to start making this thing happen, you understand what I mean? Most people are scared to talk to talk to the youth, because they're scared they're gonna shank them up, innit? But obviously, if we're rolling in numbers, then we could talk to them.
Come on.
Not like what, obviously, to bully them, obviously. We're still gonna be like showing them love, but in gang ways, you understand what I'm saying? And then they could like really see the way the gangs work, innit? You understand what I mean? And most of my G's, they're not gonna come out anyway until they see they see things happening.
Action.
You understand what I mean? My G's, they're not gonna come out here and put themselves on camera or nothing. But when the shit's happening, I tell you, they're gonna be doing this thing. So what? Whatever, my boys are ready, my G's are ready. You understand what I'm saying? So whoever is ready, you understand, we need to sign up for this thing. Whatever name we're gonna call ourselves, because even in Africa, we do this. Africa vigilante, you understand what I mean? If your community, if your community is messed up, you have the community protecting the community, you understand what I mean? So that's exactly what we're gonna do. So there's not gonna be no way like, oh, the police done this to the black youth. If there's gonna be the police, we're gonna be the police. You understand what I'm saying to you? Do you understand that? Yeah, so what, that's me anyway,
Gang! Yes, sir, and what the brother's saying is true. We got bare G's that ain't gonna come out until we get active. And I already put myself in not difficult predicament. But I said to myself, I said on camera that if I don't do some action, then call me a fraud. You understand? And that's when I was cut by someone rudely. Yeah, when I was saying that. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, let's stay on the positive thing. But basically, what I'm saying is, yeah, people are saying, oh, look at the G Circle, it's just talking, rare. In order for us to get a place of action, we need to speak and we need to hear the voices. This is why these last 6 G Circles have been so imperative to the action that we're going to do. Because we've heard the voices of the young youth, we've heard the voices of the gangs, we've heard the voices of the people that have never been affiliated with the gangs, and we've heard the voices of our elders. So now we have a good black print that when we go to the community, you understand, we know exactly how to gauge and we know a way that we can touch everyone. Now the main thing with guiding a new generation is exactly that, guiding a new generation. So everyone here is not united in religion, everyone here is not united in politics. But I tell you what we're united on. We are united on guiding a new generation. We are united on seeing the youth stop killing each other. We're united on seeing us having more businesses. We're united on facing the corruption of the system we're living in. We're united on that. You understand? So that is the powers of the movement, of a movement with no leaders. Like I was saying, there's no leaders. All there is all we can have is maybe spokesmen. And even when the spokesmen speak, they must speak on behalf of the people. So if the people in G.A.N.G, the original G's that set it, don't say something can go forward, it can't go forward. For example, someone was saying something about the G Circle, I wanted to debate them. You understand? But the majority of G.A.N.G said no, we're not going to debate them, we're going to do our own thing. So I had to listen. And now I'm respecting, I'm a G.A.N.G, I'm my own guy, bruv, you get me? But at the same time, I couldn't speak on behalf of the masses because they did not want me to speak. You understand? So this ain't no leader thing, it's a guide in the new generation. But who's coming in next, man? Who's coming in next? Keep it coming in, man. What you saying, uncle? Can't always see.
Yeah, all I want to say is I love what's going on here. As I was saying to Fire Bingi that last week was it was a madness, and I love it. Yeah. What I want to say is encourage everyone to remember the 3 C's: communication, culture, and most importantly, consolidation. I don't need to remind anyone, because what I can see right now.
What is consolidation? What's the definition of that word?
Consolidation means people coming together. You're bringing do you see what I'm saying? So you got community set up. Yeah. You got culture set up. Yeah. Consolidation is bringing all that power together. You get me? What Rat Raven's talking about? Is that you get me? What you're chatting about there is that.
You learn something new every day.
Do you see what I'm saying? Bring that, solidify that. And another thing too, anyone from the outside coming in and talking about you shouldn't be doing this, don't watch no face. Don't watch none of that. You get me? Do you see what I'm saying? Do not watch none of that. Come together and build us up. Because really and truly, they're mad at us. They're mad at the young black youth and all that for messing up, or people messing up. But they don't want black people to come up. Black men, most importantly, they don't want them to come up and fix it. When they see black men coming up and fixing it, it shows them up for the things that they didn't do. You get me? Or they didn't sort out. So really and truly, black men, I encourage you, come together, keep doing it. Anything I can do to help out, I will do. You get me? I make music, I'm an actor, I do a lot of things. You get me? Any skills that you need or anything like that, shout me. You get me? Do you see what I'm saying? But I love what's going on here. Big up, man. G.A.N.G!
Jeez. Powers. Come on, uncle, because you're a veteran. I call you a speaker's called a veteran, you know. Yeah, you seen them come and go, many of them.
Anyway, welcome everybody. I see you all, I hear you all talking a lot about the black people coming together, and this is what I would like to see, and you know, and I welcome all this here. But first of, you know, with this gang, the gang culture and the community, what I would like to see, and a lot of you all here might not like it, but what I would like to see is a lot of these black youth joining the police, getting into the police force. We can't beat them, we gotta join them. And yes, I know a lot of you all might not like it, but I feel that we got to get, I know there's a lot of police out there and they're and this is why they're interfering and harassing these young black guys. Because and I know of a few black guys, young black guys who really wanted to join the police force, and because of the record that they've had through with the police, then they're actually prevented from joining. I want to see, I'm 75 years of age now.
Gang! 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 Oh, my man just said he's 75. Gang! 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 Give thanks for life. Yeah, I lie, man. I forget a little energy. You get me?
And really and truly, I ain't got too long on this earth. And I wanted to see, before I go, I wanted to see a lot of young black guys honestly joining the police force. That is my wish.
Are you listening, Uncle? I've got the solution for you. Yeah. On one hand, obviously where I come from, we don't mix with police. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
My brother, no, but listen. My brother, one of my brothers did join the police at one point.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he had to leave because of the racism inside the police force. They were stopping and searching black youth. Yeah, and basically when he tried to call him up on it, they started to treat him a certain way. So because of the institutional racism inside the police force, it makes it hard for black people when they try to infiltrate. So what we got is a new solution. What we're calling it is creating our own police. So, and what we're going to do is we're going to police our own communities, and from that sense, we're going to be governing our own communities. So when we go to the ends with the man them, you understand? Basically, it's not us coming to govern the man them's community. We're telling the man them, if you govern your own communities to the best of your ability and stop as much of the antisocial behaviour as possible, then you're going to stop funding the police. Because the least police calls that they get is the less likely that police is going to get the police station is going to get funded. In Wales, in a place called Llanydden, police stations shut at 10 o'clock. In Wales, in a place called Llanydden, the police station shuts at 10 o'clock. The reason why is because there's no use or need for the police. So if the man them are governing their own ends and stopping the antisocial behaviour on their own ends, what they do is they stop the police from being funded. And then if we, as the people and the community, are also training up the youth to know the law, and we're starting to police our own communities, because as soon as the man them, listen, Uncle, as soon as the man them stop the antisocial behaviour, you know what the police are going to do?
Granddad.
They're going to start doing it. Granddad. Listen, Granddad.
Rah, rah, rah. He's got no respect.
We're sorry, Granddad. We're sorry. Yeah. So basically, what I'm saying is, when they do that, more likely you're gonna have the police doing illegal stop and searches. Yeah, because they need to hit a certain target. You understand? But if we're policing the police in that community as well, and we're filming the police every time we police the police in that community, what happens now is that the stop and searches, the illegal stop and searches, comes down. So what happens is the arrest rates go down, and what happens is you stop that police station from being funded anymore.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, 100%.
I still feel that we need to join. We can't beat them. We need to join them.
For
You're
what
talking.
purpose? Why do you feel that you need to join with them?
I feel because then it will show. I believe that this is my belief that if you are in the police force and
You can't change it from the inside out.
we have to.
Uncle.
We have to change.
Uncle, are you listening?
We
Do
try.
you understand that when they killed Mark Duggan, what colour was the MP of Tottenham? Black. What colour was the MP of Tottenham? Black. His name is David Lammy, and he was black. What colour was the captain of police? He was black. You understand? But them being black did not stop the injustice,
It cannot
Uncle.
stop it. We
You
know
understand?
that.
So what I'm saying is, Uncle, what I'm saying is, what I'm saying, Granddad. Ooh,
Granddad,
sorry,
come
I'm so sorry. It's because you look so young. It's because the black don't crack. You know, it's because the black don't crack. You know, forget myself. You look like you're all 30 years old, 35. If you told me 35, I believe you. I believe you.
No, but the question is, I feel. Can I say something?
Yeah, you can.
Right.
Granddad, you have freedom of speech.
Right. I was a special constable many years ago in the 70s.
Yeah.
And I could have walked up and down Kilburn. And I was welcome in any black people house down there. I could go and knock at the door and I could walk in, right? And a lot of the black people respected me. I had a lot of respect in Kilburn. I didn't stay long down there. My intentions was eventually to go into the regulars.
Yeah.
And I feel that from just that little experience that I had with the police, I feel that we need a lot more young black people.
I feel like, Uncle, I feel like you're right. You're right for the
situation. I have had a situation. Granddad. I have had a situation where I was in the station and a young black guy was in the cell at the time because he refused to give the sergeant his name and address. And as soon as I walked in, I went to that black guy and I spoke with him. He was a young school kid. And I spoke with him, and that all the sergeant wanted was his name and address to go and see his parents. And the guy just walked out to the station. These are things that we, as community,
I agree with you from the sense that if a black person is from a place where he's got an education and he might be from a place where he can go in there to do good, I wouldn't tell him that that's wrong. What I don't think it is the solution for the community. I feel like the solution for the community is going to come from the community. You understand?
I understand.
So I do agree with you. I don't disagree that if imagine if all, listen to what Uncle's saying. If Granddad's saying if the black police officers had my mindset, then we're good, fam. We're good tomorrow. But the problem is people with my mindset, they're very unlikely to join the police. And if they do join the police, then they're probably going to come against a big battle from inside. You understand?
Their own black people.
Yeah, no, not even just black people. I'm talking about the racist system. Huh? But let's. Anyone else got anything to say?
Yes, I know.
How many other black police were there when you was in there then?
Huh?
How many other black police were in there?
No.
You was just the one dude.
Yeah. But that's why he's saying it, because of the experience. Remember, no one is wrong.
I'm just talking from my experience.
Are you listening? Are you listening, family? Understand that nobody is wrong, yeah? Understand that when Rap Raven says group economics and I say let's go to the gangs, it's because of my experiences. My experiences allow me to be able to speak and communicate with gangs. Most of my friends are in gangs, you understand? So it's easy for me to talk about uniting the gangs, gang unite. Now, it's easy for Rap Raven to talk about group economics because a lot of his friends will have access to economics. He can go get loans, so that's where his experience. Uncle is talking from his experience. Granddad. Ancient, yeah? Granddad is speaking from his experience, you understand? Not only being a black police officer, but also there not being other black police officers around, you understand? He saw the issue that happens when you're a black police officer and there's not more of you, you understand? So this is what I think Granddad's saying right now.
Granddad, what? Gave. Well, Granddad.
Yes, give thanks. Yes, I. So we're all right. It's all based upon the experiences. You understand? And it's all about bringing our experiences together to do the betterment. So if Granddad was to be the police officer, I would have no problem. Yeah. Because Granddad would see the man them on the block and he wouldn't be terrorising us. No. He wouldn't be strangling us like our brother Rashan was strangled. You understand? On camera, and they wouldn't be breaking our neck in 3 places like they done to our brother Edson. You understand? He wouldn't be shooting us like they done with Mark Duggan. They wouldn't be killing, stabbing him in his house like they done to Smiley Culture. You understand? And saying that he stabbed himself.
Stabbed himself.
This is what they said about Smiley Culture. They said he stabbed himself.
Crazy.
Now you ever know a man that can stab himself?
Disrespect.
Stab yourself, you know, fam.
Japanese man there.
So yeah. Nah, it's real life. It's real life. I know death before the sun up, but that's before someone's gonna kill you. So they're probably gonna kill him. You understand? And then recently we had the person that killed Mark Duggan. He committed suicide. They said. Yeah. You understand? So apparently, so that's either he committed suicide from the trauma and knowing what he done was wrong, or he might have been talking too much about what happened, and it might have been coming back round, and they might have said, yo, it's time to, deactivate and turn you off. Yeah, because you're talking too much. Because we know what happened to whistleblowers as well. And I have no problem. That's what I'm saying. People think I got a problem with police. I ain't got a problem with police. I rate all the whistleblowers. Yeah, I rate them. Because they're, you know what I'm saying, fam? They're telling the truth. You understand? Look what happened to the officer in America, the one who said to the white woman, don't worry, we only kill black people.
Yeah.
And they sacked him, and I said, why did they sack him? He's the first one to tell the truth. And they get rid of the first officer that I've ever heard tell the truth. And they want to get rid of him. And they won't get rid of an officer for killing Eric Garner. They won't get rid of an officer for killing Mike Brown. But they'll get rid of an officer for telling the truth.
Boom.
So we see what the issues are. You understand?
I'm going to go soon, so I'm just going to introduce myself. My name is G.A.N.G. This is my first time in the G Circle.
Welcome.
So big up
Gang!
guys.
Gang!
Yes. So I don't see no sisters here, but no?
They usually are.
It's late.
All right, because it's late. Well, if you do hear me from behind your screen or whatever, yeah, so I'm a sister here. Just want to connect with you. I got multiple skills and stuff like that. So as a female, and as I'm 30, I'm going to be 31 soon. So I just want to really just like guide my young sisters, as well as just obviously my age and a bit older as well. Just unite together, create together, be virtuous women, because we need to literally take care of our men. You know what I mean? It's like for our men to be powerful, to come and unite together and be in the right mindset, to be in the right, you know, just do what they got to do to build. They need a strong woman behind them.
That's right.
So you guys shouldn't be single. Do you know what I mean? Like how many people here have a woman?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah? How many of you got one woman? One.
I'm polygamous.
But at the same time, it's like, okay, so I do fashion design. I'm a cook. I do healthy vegan meals.
Come on.
I've got my own website called Vital Munch. So that's www.vitalmunch.com.
Vital Munch?
Vital Munch. So it's like vegan food, just putting the right combinations together to heal the body.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So, right. Vital.
Vital.
Yeah,
No,
Vital
Vital.
Munch.
That's
You know that one's there.
Vital
So
with a V.
I'm a poet as well. What else? So I do clothing, fashion design, make my own natural hair products, just natural stuff. So it's about really tapping into ourselves as well spiritually. Like drop down the religion. I'm sorry to disrespect. I don't mean to disrespect, but religion kind of, takes away that spiritual, yeah. So we need to come. Don't be afraid of what we practiced before, because like when we're dealing with our own spirituality, it's like it's more powerful. We can conquer anything. Praise be to the Most High, because nothing can defeat you. And once you really take that away, it's like you ain't got no fear. When you believe in the Most High, I don't care what you call the Most High, but once you know that, nothing can bring you down. Not white supremacy, nothing can bring you down. So stay strong, brothers. I can't say brothers and sisters right now. Stay strong. Like even when you go home, like do your sisters as well. Make sure you're exercising, drinking bare fluids, your herbs every single morning. Have your fruit so your mind is fresh.
Boom.
You say, Most High, detox my brain, detox my heart, detox my soul from any entities, from any white supremacy, from anything from this world. And stay strong, because you can do this. And it's like, we are the powerful people. We are the powerful people, so make sure that you stand up strong, yeah? So even if somebody comes to be racist to you, don't worry about that, you're going to burn anyway. You keep walking, and you see an ex-brother, you exchange your DLs, you got skills. I guarantee that if you stay here for how many more hours, we can build something today. If we just put £10 from our pockets and put it down there, we can do something today. So I don't want to hear no more talk. It's about doing now, because I got skills. I got skills. I got bare skills. I'm good with my hands. You got skills. Link together, create something. You can create something without no money. And then you can present it, whether you sell it, whether it's something for you to live by, it doesn't matter, just do it. Do you know what I mean? Also don't be afraid of your African spiritual system. Don't be afraid of it. It's powerful. And lastly,
the main thing to overstand, because
Yeah.
obviously where the G Circle is definitely where we don't really deal with the religion thing out here, because we don't want the Muslims, Christian, we don't want anyone to feel any type of way. You get me? Even someone said about, because someone last week, the young guy said, we are gods. And someone pulled me up on that and I said, yeah, but in the G Circle, we're not even talking about we're gods, because our Muslim brothers and our Christian brothers might not overstand, you get me? And we don't want no one to create no blasphemy, you get me? We want it to be completely neutral.
Of course.
But then on top of that, I think what is powerful about what the sister is saying is overstand that because you've got your religion, that doesn't deny you from understanding your own African self.
yeah.
And I feel like one of the best examples I always give it, you always hear me give it, is Gambia. Because Gambia, it's a Muslim country that is fully in tune with this African spirituality.
Nature.
You understand?
Yeah.
They did not give away their African traditions when they took on their religion. You understand? Where you see in England sometimes, when people take on a religion, they get rid of their African traditions. You understand? Not only do they get rid of it sometimes, they go to the level of degrading their African traditions.
Yes.
You understand? Now that's where the problem is. But in Gambia, they are proud of their African tradition and no one ain't taking it away from them. And they don't care what any Arab or anyone else has got to say for that matter.
Exactly.
You understand? So that's powerful.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And also, like just make sure that you exercise as well, so like just to keep your blood flowing. Yeah? Yeah?
Gang! Yo, yes I. And you know what I wanted to touch on, just an epiphany that I had, during the week. One, I was looking at myself and I was saying to myself, like, what are my weak points? What do I need to work on? Because you see, what I've realized in this world is we do so much pointing at other people and we don't do enough of looking at ourselves. So I said one thing is I'm a bit autistic in my thinking. So I can only think one way. So I can't think about like group economics, the youth, chemtrails in the air. I can't think of it all at one time. I have to choose one thing and zone in on it. But sometimes that doesn't allow me to fully understand the other spectrums. So I've got to work on that. You understand? And work on understanding those other spectrums. Another thing that I came to my an awareness is that I've got to work on listening. You understand? Because I'm an artist, I'm an activist, so I'm so used to speaking, you understand, that I don't do enough listening. You understand? So I'm only saying that to the people just so everyone can look inside themselves. You understand? And really pick that's one thing my brother Leon said. The main thing we have to do is be able to pick at ourselves to the point where when we're rolling with each other, we start picking at each other. Like, yo, Ras, you know you never listen or you never let my man finish a sentence. You know, like 10 times you cut him and I really wanted to hear what he's gonna say. Yeah, I know he's a racist bigot. And he's saying things that annoy you, but let him finish his sentence and then speak. And I had to look inside myself and say, yeah, you're right, my brother. Now I could have been ignorant and said, no, but that was the first thing that came in my mind, because that's the way the devil has us set. You understand? But what I realized is, no, my boy is just trying to help me. You understand? You know, when Raven talks about using certain, not sending certain disrespect to people, it's so that a conducive conversation can be had. You understand? He's just trying to help. You understand? He's not trying to harbour man. My brothers told me don't get involved in no debates. Ask Leon, I was switching. Raven, Leon and Jedi. Switching like, nah bruv, no one don't control me. I'm my own man. When I came to Speaker's Corner, I came on my own bruv. So how's man telling me I can't debate a man now? Man's talking all this crud on the camera and I know I can chop man up. That's the worst thing. In my head, I know, bruv. I know everything he's saying is foolishness. But I had to say, nah, bruv, my man them are just trying to, and that was the best G Circle we had. That was G Circle 5. You understand? We didn't give no energy to the outside, and we only gave energy to that. You understand? So that's the powers. Another thing, me and my brothers was reasoning, and my brother linked up with some ignorant road youth, cause you know we're talking about getting the man them together and going to the estates, especially that we got a lot of brothers dying in South London right now. You understand? So we was talking about doing that, and then one of my brothers was around some ignorant road youths. You know, the most ignorant, you get me? And then so before, he was on this optimism thing, But then when he was around them, man, he came to he was like, them man ain't gonna listen to us. We're gonna get to the ends and if them man don't run us out, they're just gonna give us some mad screw faces or it's just gonna be stiff. You get me? And the doubt in his heart creeped into my heart. And I started saying, no, this is the devil. The devil just wants us to doubt ourselves. That's the main thing. You get me? But at the same time, I had to look at that reality because I was too optimistic. You understand? You can't be an optimist because when you're an optimist, you hope for the best, but if the best doesn't happen, you end up getting left disappointed. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a pessimist because if you're a pessimist, you look at the negative so much and you have so much doubt, you don't ever try to actually reach your full potential. You have to be a realist, which is right in the middle. You understand? So we're going to hope for the best, but we're going to prepare for the worst. Yeah. And what I realised is, do I fear the man them, if I came to all of you right now and none of you listen, do I fear that or do I fear not trying? So we got to ask ourselves, what do we fear more? Do we fear failure or do we fear not trying? I fear not trying. I genuinely fear us being 10 years down the line and seeing the situations worse and knowing we could have done something. We could have tried something. You understand? But because of the doubt in our hearts, that we know the devil put that doubt there. You understand? And like we know for a fact, because we're not meant to doubt ourselves. We're meant to know that we can achieve anything we put our mind to. We're meant to know that. But they've got us in some next place. So that I feel like that was the biggest learning curve for me this week. Understanding that balance and knowing that when we go there, I don't expect no one to listen. You understand? But at the same time, there's something inside me that knows that there's something that we're saying here that's going to resonate with everyone, even if they don't show it. Because I know for a fact, when we roll up there, I'm guaranteeing you, there's going to be certain man, because I know 5 years ago, I wouldn't have listened. If you came to me when I was on the estate with my brethren, I may not have listened. If you had a couple man and it was proper military though, I probably would have been interested. But if you just came to me with the G circle as it is, I probably wouldn't have listened, yeah? But what would have happened is, it would have gone into my head. And you see, 4 years later when I woke up, it would have all made sense. And then when it made sense, I now have a place that I could have gone to, gang, to link in with that whenever I'm ready. Because some brothers ain't gonna jump on board. But if we keep it moving, when they're ready, they'll jump on board. Because you're never gonna find a 30-year-old that says this is a bad movement. You're not gonna find it. They don't exist. You're not gonna find someone with children that doesn't agree with the movement. Do you know what I'm saying? So the only people that we see hating are people that literally want us dead. The only people we see hating are people that literally they would rather see us dead. Because they would complain and say the black youths are killing each other. They're always complaining, fam. I'm always hearing them complain about this issue. And then we get up and say, yo, let's deal with the issue. Where are they?
Nowhere.
Where are they? So they just want to talk about the issue, but they don't really want to see it resolved. You understand? And this is for the brothers that are in the gangs that are listening, fam. They don't want to see it, fam. And that should be incentive for you, bruv. You get me? Because man know that one thing I love about us brothers on the road is our ignorance. Yeah? Now this ignorance is being used against us, but there's a positive side to it. You understand? So when man's ignorant for the right thing, there's no going back. So one thing I know about the brothers is once the brothers come, there's no going back. Once we arrive on some consciousness, you never see a man get to a consciousness and then step back and say he's a slave again. So once someone learns, they can't unlearn. And it's easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. So that's why we're saying guiding a new generation. Because this is not about our generation. I tell my brethren, bruv, you man can carry on killing each other till you all go. You understand? And it's gonna burn my heart each one of you go. You understand? But at least don't make your little brother inherit the beef.
There you go.
Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
Can we agree on that?
Yeah. Yep.
We may not be able to agree that the beef gets squashed, and you have to understand there's very real reasons for this. Because I'm telling you, when they killed my G.A.N.G, you think any of you could have come and tell me about squashing any beef? I would have run you. About squashing beef, bruv. Do you know what the agony and anxiety? I can't sleep right now. All I'm seeing is my man's mum crying about squash beef. Which part, fam? I had to come to that realization myself of how to deal with that. You understand? But no one else, it couldn't come from outside. It had to come from myself. So my brothers in that situation, that's gonna have to come from themselves in their own journey. You understand? But I always knew I didn't want my little cousins inheriting no beef. I always knew that. Ask my little cousins, I always kept them out of the thing. They're cool, they're in the ends, they know him and her, but they don't get involved in certain things. Because I didn't want to see my little cousin get stabbed. And I know if my cousin's out here, I cannot protect him, fam. You can't protect them, fam. When your cousin's in South London and you're in Hackney, you can't protect him, fam. You can't baby him. So the best thing is to give him a mentality that is not gonna create that self-destruction. Alive, family? They talk about, oh, search your children's bags for knives. Bruv, I hear you, but that's not the solution. Yeah? Cause I'm telling you, fam, you see, if I didn't have a knife, I guarantee you I can go in and 79p Mighty Mo, and I can still bust your head open if I want to. I don't need a knife. Yeah? I could pick up a rock and I can still bust your head. If my intentions in my head is to bust your head, it doesn't matter whether I've got a knife or not. Furthermore, you could search my bag and I ring my brethren and tell him to bring me a knife if I really want one. So it's not whether they've got knives or not, because I know I know people that carry. You understand? But they don't get into beef. So it's not whether they've got the knife or not, it's their mentality. It's their mentality. That's the first thing we need to deal with. You understand? Because when we deal with the mentality of self-destruction, once I haven't got the mentality of wanting to kill you, it doesn't matter what man's got. The bad thing about the knife now is if you hold a stop and search, that's 5 years, my G. Yeah? But the actual problem of us killing each other, that goes away because we've changed the mentality. But if you just search bags for knives, then he's still gonna go outside, buy a Mighty Mo and bust a head. Because that's what he's, because you haven't dealt with the mentality. You thought that it was the gun, bruv. Guns don't kill people. People kill people.
Mojo.
Guns don't kill people. People kill people.
But it's to do with fear though, because sometimes it could be like, you know, what's going out in their environment rather than them themselves. So once they're actually, you know, confronted by somebody that's, you know, maybe bigger than them, maybe it's got a weapon, so they're gonna think, okay, let me go get a weapon as well. So it's an ongoing cycle. So how do we deal with the fear?
This is why I say community, culture and consolidation. Because what we got right now, as Fire Bingi said, it's a mentality, but that mentality is built off a culture. You have to change the culture. Once you change the culture of what the people are doing, then the behavior changes because they got a different objective. Yeah. So the guiding a new generation for men, they understand. Okay, that's the objective. Now they can build a culture around it. When you build a business, every time you got a business or anything, you got a culture inside it that makes the business work. Men understand cultures. Yeah. That's exactly what you got to do. You got to build a new culture. They've got a culture of self-defense against themselves. Do you see what I'm saying? That's their culture right now. That's the reason why they're acting they're doing what they're doing. Or everything in their world makes sense. It don't make sense outside of their world. It makes full sense inside their world. So you need to change. You need to change the culture.
So for example, me, when I woke up in the morning, I know them man have got things. So I've always got mine.
Exactly.
It's just simple. I don't care what you lot think outside.
Thank you.
Do you get me? Because bruv, I'm telling you, like, there's man that will tell you their knife saved their life. Because man rolled up on man, and because man wasn't lacking, man was able to boom and take a step or whatever. You understand? So that's why what my brother's saying, we got to change the culture. You understand? Because the fear is real. The only reason why the main reason why man in my beefing is because of fear.
Exactly.
You see, if we was confident in ourselves, there wouldn't be no beef, because we would see a man, what go on, and we would know it's cool. But because man's like, what go on, and then there's the screw faces.
But the fear originates in a lack of knowing of self, a lack of knowing of your real culture. When you say about culture, we're living a hybrid culture right now, and that hybrid culture was specifically designed for us to have the fruits that it has right now. So if you see it as a tree, it's doing what it's meant to be doing. So we need to get down to the roots and chop off this tree and start a new tree. You know what I mean? Rooted back to our own culture, how we were functioning before. Because when we look back in the past, let's go back as far back to the nearest time where we can see what we were functioning. You know what I mean? And get back to that so that we can function as that. Because that's what it is. That's what it is. I mean, all of us as black men, we've grown up, we've all been through this, bro. It's nothing alien to us, bro.
Nah.
Beef is not alien to us. We've all been through it. It is what it is, innit? And you can't be caught slipping. You can't be lacking out here.
Yeah.
And so when you grow older, it's not as strong as it is when you're younger. When you're younger, it's a different world. The world's bigger and it's a bit more scary, and you have to.
And you haven't made the mistakes yet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
And the thing is, this is what I was saying to another person, bro. Car, the thing that people say about the movement, they're telling me about the haters and that. I don't give a damn about the haters. You know why, fam? Car, everyone where I'm from respects the thing. Yeah. You got gangsters all over the world that respect the thing. I got man them doing life on the phone, and he's bawling. And he said he don't remember the last time he cried, but he's loving the movement. Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Yeah, and that's the people in society that they forget about. Yeah, no one cares about the life as well. We care, innit? Cause those are our brethren. Yeah, and the fact of the matter is, yeah, each and every one of us, yeah, if we was caught for every single thing we done, every time we ran a light, you understand? We were doing some time. Between 2 to 10 to life. Yeah? And most of my brethren, if they was caught for everything, I'm talking everything you ever done from a youth. So them man there is the ones that got the short ends of the stick, fam. And give thanks that we're out here.
I want to say one more thing, yeah? One more thing. Alright, when it comes to culture, each one of you boys out there, each one of you men have got about 5 different cultures that your community needs. Don't waste it on these roads out here. Don't waste it. You've got something inside of you, you've got a talent, and you're about to make a big change. You can make a big change.
Come on.
You just need to come back and get with your people, really, and grow.
Life.
You get me? You've got a foundation to build. Yeah?
Real life.
That's all
Real
I'm
life.
saying, yeah.
And see, because some of the most talented people I know are in the jail. Yeah? Some of our most talented are in the grave.
Facts.
Yeah? And every single one of them brothers that are doing road about to lose their life, like my brother said, has a talent in some way, shape or form. Some sort of creative talent.
Yeah.
And the society that we're living in doesn't allow that to flourish. Yeah, if you look at sports, yeah, and you look at Olympics, what do black people win? We win running, yeah, we win basketball, we win things that you don't need money to be good at. You hear what I said?
Yeah.
We win things that you don't need money to be good at. So white people win the horse riding and the rowing. What black person you know that rows a boat? How many black people you know have a boat, own a boat? Yeah? Man said beanie man. That's when you know our situation's mad. I might say Marcus Garvey or something. Do you get me, fam? I might have to go like 40 years back before I can tell you someone I know that owns a boat. My brethren Rolly owns a little boat, but he don't ever go in the sea. But other than that, I don't know anyone. Yeah? So the fact that, when we see that none of us own a boat, you understand, fam? We realise the situation we're in, fam. You understand? Everything becomes clear.
And if you're black, you can't scare another black person. Like, that's one thing you lot don't understand. It's like a lion trying to scare a lion, bro. It doesn't work.
Doesn't
And
work.
I think that's the problem. Like, you kids keep thinking you could roll on another guy. Like, give me this, give me that. And he's not gonna retaliate to that. He's definitely gonna retaliate
Trust me.
to that. So as long as you keep that in your head, you're looking at another lion. You never see lions move on each other. Like, you understand what I mean? You get that idea. You get that concept.
Come
right
on, brother.
Listen,
That's the
stop
real.
trying to scare each other.
Come
like,
on.
It's never gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
Trust me.
And we're just gonna end up killing each other.
that's it. That's
And you know,
just what's gonna happen.
because
We kill
this
each
is the
other. That's
facts.
it. That's
This is
it.
the facts. Let me show you the
Simple
facts.
as that.
Okay, you're a bad man now, yeah? You're a bad man and you know you're better than that guy and you can do something to that guy. But guess what? You don't know who his cousin is. You don't know who his cousin is. Cause if you think you're a bad man and you can go mess with my cousin, then you're gonna have to mess with my family. And you're going to see some of his cousins come out, and worse, you're going to see the gang come out, which is even worse, the wider family, yeah? And you're going to be surrounded by hundreds of black people, and you're not going to know what to do, blood.
So stop it, it's not.
But you thought that you was soft. Do you get me? So we got to, my brother's real, bruv. You get me?
That's the problem right there. I'm telling you, we
And
all
it's
grew up with
self-worth,
it. Like I said.
It's even happened to me. How about that? That's
Yeah.
happened to me, yeah, where one you try to violate, yeah, and where he tried to violate, I was terrorizing him. You get me? So I taxed him. You get me? But then where he tried to violate, I was just going too far. Like, you get me? It's like every time I see him and I'm saying something. One of his cousins is a bad man. Yeah. So his cousins phone me, talking the most utter grease. Yeah. The worstest grease. But I'm with my cousin. My cousins heard the grease and said, "What? Yo, come and go. Just show me who these people are." Now I know my cousin, and I'm hearing his cousin. Now, if I said to my cousin, "Nah, yeah, boom, let's that's a war."
Two of you, to cousin.
Now that's
cousin
bare
to
man
friends,
dying
to friends,
over what?
To family.
You understand, fam?
Yeah, that's just.
So
that's
I
the
had to
problem
say,
right
I had to
there.
say to my cousin,
That's it.
nah.
Yeah.
Cause he's right, you know. Them, even though the grease I didn't like, I didn't even like the grease. Cause he had another cousin that phoned me with a more peaceful thing. So I was already on a peaceful thing. So when the other cousin phoned, I was a bit like, why did you even phone? But they was right. And you know what? That's his little cousin. That's his little cousin that's being terrorized. So it don't matter what the violation was or nothing. Cause that's my little cousin. All right, you had your little thing, but blood, why you keep on going on, fam? What do you think it is? You're gonna be terrorizing? Nah, fam. So he's right. Now I could have been wrong and strong, but we gotta get rid of that. Cause I can't lie. As a young G, one of the reasons why I go hard in this work is because I was one of the people that really contributed to this thing. You get me? I know man that are sitting behind doors. You understand? And I influenced them to come out here. You understand? So I've got to do something. I'm not like the average guy. You get me? I've got to do something. I feel like I've got to do something, innit? You understand? But yeah, fam.
Listen, yeah, let me jump in because it's something you said, right? There's something I'm going to try to push. I don't know if it's going to be successful, right? But the change I want to see at Speakers Corners, if we can push it, right, is whenever our brothers and sisters are talking, let's not try to degrade them. Let's not try to use derogative terms and stuff. Let's actually try to have a good, constructive dialogue like we're having here. But let's have it over there, right?
Yeah.
So that's the rule. And if we ever see any black person mistreat another black person, just say, you're going off cold, innit? You're going off cold, come back on cold. Yeah. That's what I want to see. If we can do that, I'll be happy.
That's gang.
That's what
That's
it is.
gang. That's gang.
That's the
That's
next
real.
tip from Raven. So
That's
try to
real.
do that.
That's real. And I feel like because Mike and Raven, you see, if man's not about what you man can hold it. From you man out here?
Yeah.
You get me? So what I'm saying is, even the 3 week, I know I can definitely do the end month of every Sunday of every the end of the month. You get me? But even if the man them wanna continue the thing, blood, don't, because it doesn't need respect, fam. You get me? The people's voices, you get me, fam? So, and that will create the thing you're talking about in how we're dealing with each other in the park. And we still make it a conflict resolution thing. Even with Zachariah there, you get me? It should have been a conflict resolution, but it's the ignorance even got to me. I can't lie.
You guys did conclude,
you understand?
though.
But the
conclusion.
conclusion happened in the end, you get me? So, and that's the main thing, you know, my people, car. End of the day, yeah, man can talk about Christianity, Kemet, Rasta till our tongues go dry, you know. But if I don't see it, bruv, and if we can't act it out, then it's dead. You might as well throw it away. The only power in it is the teaching. And the teaching teaches you how to deal with your brother.
Exactly, of course. Love your brother, of course.
Do you get me, fam? It's like, man, I'm preaching the thing, but man ain't living it. You understand, fam?
Of course.
So I rate you when I said to you, allow that, and you just cut it off. So
Yeah, come on,
I
cuz.
understand, 'cause allow that.
Yeah, my brother, and the next brother said to me, yo, Ras. When, bruv, no, man, I was saying to me, yo, Ras, you know why we came down there? The first time I seen the man them down there, you know, and man, I saying, you know why we came down there? Because you man left them man there, and you weren't in a no passer. So I'm looking at them, I'm saying, yo, is that how it looks to the eye? Yeah, all right, cool. Jedi was right. Jedi, see it there? You get me? Big up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jedi was right. I like Jedi, right? Raven and Leon. It was the three of you. Am I lying? The man that was telling me, and was I moving overly ignorant? Overly anti? Yeah. I was like, what? No, blood. I don't take off his head now. Because I riled myself up. I'm seeing bare videos. I'm hearing bare statements. I riled myself up for Sunday. I said, Sunday, I'm going to deal with it. So I've come down now. And it's like, man, I'm saying, no. We're not debating today. I said, what? I said, yeah, you man ain't debating. Cool. I'll deal with... No. You get me? But I had to realise, you understand? So, this has been such a big learning curve for me, you get me? And even the fact that we started this at 8:30 today and it was still powers. Because if we started at 5, there was loads of people here, but obviously bare responsibilities and rare tear, you know what I was dealing with today. I'm gonna talk too much.
So what are we gonna have an action plan like from this meeting and things of that nature? Like an organisation where we can go, where we can link up to.
Well, basically, we just got a place on a venue.
Okay.
You understand? We've got three potential venues. You understand that we could be using to link up during this winter. Okay. We've got a WhatsApp group, so make sure you tune in with me to get into the WhatsApp group, because that's one of the main things. If you're not in the WhatsApp group, the main thing about the WhatsApp group, we're going to change the rules, because there's been bare debating. We don't need to. You see, black people. See, our biggest issue, fam, is debating. We talk too much. We talk too much, bruv. That's what I'm saying. When we do the link up to go to the end, you're going to link up with 50 man that you do not know. You don't know what his wife looks like. You don't know his politics. You get me? You don't know his religion. You know he loves the black woman and child. You understand? And he wants to see better for the next generation. That much you will know. You're going to march to the ends with these brothers, and the young G's are going to see you. And all they're going to see is the solidarity. You see, the minute you start debating with the next guy next to you, the young G's are going to be like, these man. You understand? So that has to be the core of the thing. It's the same thing within WhatsApp groups, fam. We don't need to be debating about nothing. What do we need to debate about? We don't have nothing to debate about, blood. There's blood running right now, blood. A 17-year-old died the other day. A man has still got time to debate. There's an African proverb that says that two brothers in a burning house should not argue. Martin Luther King said he fears he's integrating us into a burning house. It all connects, innit, fam? It all links up. Two brothers in a burning house, blood, there's flags falling, and man are arguing about the PS3. Man are fighting. The house is falling on our heads. Can we get out of the house, rebuild the house, make sure the family's nice, and then can we bring these discussions to the table? And can we reason with them like men at that time? Because we may have gained some, you understand? And it's not our fault, you know?
Once you get the pressure off your back, you'll be a lot more calmer and a lot more level-headed. Get out of the house first. No debating inside the burning house. Get out of the house first, then you can have your debates.
Yeah.
Sort out the problem right now. 100%.
Yeah, man, 100%. But we ain't got that long left. So anyone put their 2 pence, shocker, get the beats ready. Yeah. You get me? Cause we're gonna leave the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 1-2 bars. You get me? Cause we've got 20 minutes left on the thing. You get me? So get ready now from now, my brother. You get me? But yeah, man. G
Anyone
Circle.
else want to speak?
Anyone else want to speak?
Anyone over
G Circle!
G Circle!
G Circle!
G Circle!
Gang!
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 Ooh. Woo. You powerful, blood. You sound like 10,000. You know, like that? Yeah, 20 of us sound like 20,000, fam. That's the energies, fam. Because they can't stop the building. Because look, bruv, everyone else has left Speaker's Corner, bruv. They've all left because the debating and tearing each other down, they haven't even got energy for it. But we're still here in a circle, and it's freezing cold, brother. I'm talking freezing. I ain't talking no normal cold right now. Man can feel it in my chest, you know, like that. And we're here in a circle, blood. So I know the powers. I know the powers.
Right, on that note,
Yeah.
we're gonna leave. Yeah, we're gonna leave.
Yeah.
But before I go, yeah, can everybody say to themselves, I am powerful.
I am powerful. I am powerful. I am powerful. I am powerful.
Believe it. That's it, go. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yes,
man.
bless.
Play that beat. Let's just
All
round it
right.
up with 1-2 fire bars. You get me?
Blessings.
Yes.
Bless. Enough love.
One love.
1, 2. Love.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry for calling you uncle, but you know black don't crack. So when I called him uncle, please don't take any offence.
Yes, brother.
Yeah? Black don't crack, innit? He looks like he's 30, innit? Like. No, I'm not even lying as well. My man looks young, fam. 75. He's lying.
Are you a vegan?
Gang! 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 Yeah, where's that beat? Play that beat. Run that rhythm. And we get a little vibe and stuff out. Got to get her youth them waiting for the eye, you know. I still got that. I got that speaker coming still.
Yeah.
My man. Yo. Gang.
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 Guiding. Cheese. Cheese. Guiding. A new generation guiding. A new generation guiding. A new generation gang. Guiding. A new generation guiding. A new generation guiding. A new generation gang. Man I like gang. Man I like gang design. Man I like gang. Man I like gang design. Man I like gang. Man I like gang design. Man I like gang. Man I like gang. To the waist, man. If you ain't fighting the system, brother, you ain't no badge, man. Man, I out here every day with the gang. Man, I doing this just for the fam. Man, don't give a damn about the ham. Nah, don't give a damn about the ham. Man, draw for the thing. Draw for it, won't jam. Look.
Content over everything. What we say? Content over everything.
Content.
So the youths them is content. If they can't see the face, they can't think. Losing the mind like sink. Washing away all the pains, lose the thing. Think about the pain when you're shooting. Playing this life, what's the youth thing? And about it is for the justice, it's just us. What we gonna do? You have to use your mind every day, communications, everything, that's what we do. That's why we're creating a circle. This is a life out here, what we need. A generation for the life, no greed. This is a life out here for the cure. What?
I don't listen to the BBC. I don't listen to the ITV. I don't even listen to Sky My G. What do I watch? C.O.E. I don't watch the BBC. I don't watch the ITV. I don't even watch Sky My G. What do I watch? C.O.E. Every day I watch C.O.E. When they upload that C.O.E. Man's out here for the C.O.E. If you know me, it's C.O.E. Man, the OG is C.O.E. On my low leads, it's C.O.E. With the cold deeds, it's C.O.E. With my homies, it's C.O.E. Everybody loves C.O.E. Man, I real damn tug. C.O.E. Man can't see me. C.O.E. Man, I really on that. C.O.E. Trust me, Monday, everybody's waiting for what? C.O.E. Monday, everybody's waiting for what? C.O.E.
C.O.E. Everything.
Hey,
that's what we need.
Bad in a real life. Say we're bad in a real life.
Say what?
Some man go over the time for the type, but we're bad in a real life. Hey, gang in the real life.
Say what?
Say we're gang in the real life. Some man go over the time for the type, but we're gang in the real life. Look, we're gang in a real life. Say we're gang in a real life. Some man go over the time for the type, but we're gang in a real life. Hey. They can't fuck with the gang, none of them.
Big up Jedi.
Big up Jedi. Not
Big
one
up
of them.
Jedi.
Yeah, Jedi killed it with that hook when he came up with
I
that.
need something soulful, man. That's the only thing I'm in. This is too like Julie. What's them beats you played outside?
And we still here, burning that fire. I tell the ghetto youths aim higher and never retire.
Never retire. Get higher than higher, more
I
than
swear
a choir.
time it can never expire.
Time to get higher than high. Take you to the sky. Higher than high.
C.O.E. C.O.E.
Over everything.
C.O.E.
Over everything.
C.O.E. C.O.E. Well, I feel underwater when we get slaughtered. I go to the border, pick up a quarter.
Gang!
Gun still there, man.
And we go to the harbour, they get some guava and sultanas and put in a box with oranges and banana. Can I keep calm and no more drama? Now they're taking shots through my body armour. They said back in the days of college, when I was with Mighty Mo and the Fonty, they didn't want me. Now I give the people the full Monty. Now this is Ponty with a 5 bag of a spare, and like you said earlier, when I heard this in the sermon, touchdown in the Berlin in a German, they wanted to burn men and women. Why? Because they said we are grinning. Why are they sinning? I'm telling you, they kick man in the shit. They kick man in the shitting. And then lick tilling. The vibe's not real. This is what I said, we have to keep our meditation very tranquil. It is C.O.E. Content over everything. So many man nowadays, them a collect wedding ring.
They got about 1 to 4 wives. 4 times 5, that's 20 more wives.
Hey.
More strife.
C.O.E.
C.O.E. Content out to everything with energy. That's the way it will be.
C.O.E.
This is C.O.E. C.O.E. Content over everything is how we should be. What to give them this energy?
C.O.E. Hey, C.O.E. the best on YouTube. If you snooze, you lose. Find out who's who.
Who's who?
We're connected like Bluetooth.
Bluetooth, we don't wear women's damn blue shoes.
And tell them if they mess with the fam, I do a little voodoo. I might do the juju, or take it back to the times of the gurus.
The gurus, the fuckers, yeah, the quick thinkers, what do you think? Now I said we're never on the brink like Sergeant Bilko. They said we're filth though, but we are real. This is C.O.E, could I tell you the deal? This is Bruce Forsyth, does he have permission to deal?
Yo, I've been the supplier.
C.O.E. Content over everything is
C.O.E.
G.A.N.G. We give that energy.
C.O.E.
Content over everything.
C.O.E.
We're just happy, man. This is how you deal with love. We embrace it. We don't waste it.
We embrace it. We don't waste it, and we take it higher. I know the Messiah. I've got some youths to inspire. And when I said voodoo and juju, brother, I'm talking about the Rastafire.
Spiritual healing.
Building up our own empire.
Vadoom.
I can't retire. Vadoom, Galaxy style. I see you, Aya.
Time to get more higher.
I know that.
You wanna see naked girls on no flyer?
Wicked man come. Vadoom. Wicked man bun. Vadoom. Man try hype. Vadoom. Them can't fight. Vadoom. Wicked men are like. Vadoom. Can't try hype. Vadoom. Coming out the place. Vadoom. Stepping out your face. Vadoom. The time I can't waste. Vadoom. And I won't leave no chase. Vadoom. C.O.E.
We'll step up in the room. Tell what you need.
Content over everything.
Content over everything.
Give them that real energy.
C.O.E. yeah.
Content over everything.
C.O.E.
Content over everything.
C.O.E. yeah.
Content over everything.
C.O.E.
If you love your Melanie.
C.O.E. yeah. Oh, are you ready? Ready, man. How long we got left, Lion?
About 7.
We've got 15 left. And we're just
going
gonna
in,
vibes. We're going vibes till the wheels fall off, man.
Yeah, man. This is the
Cause that's how it is.
This is what we deserve, man. We're kings, man.
Emperors out here.
Look, I'ma ride it till the wheels fall off.
Empress. Balance.
I'ma
Ride it till the wheels fall off.
I'ma walk it till my feet fall off. Yeah.
We got soulful, man. Go on, Respect, my brother.
See the beat here? It feels like it's for the Empress. I gotta tell them, for them my love is endless. Look, when I see them coming through the entrance, I'm with them when they're going out the exit. It's expected. From young the kid was reckless, and I get a gal without the chain or necklace. Look, couple words and I might leave them breathless. Then they're sending me them texts, and I still got that love from my exes. Cause they know that the kid was really reckless. Like, brother, I love women. How the hell could I ever be a sexist? I can see it, I can feel it. There's no retreating, fam. On the front line, she knew that I was beefing, but now she glad that I'll be fighting for a reason.
Empress, that's my interest. I can feel it in the air. That love's an attraction, yo. No time to front right here. Love my interest, give the interest to what she needs for my empress. Give that satisfaction, no grief when I see her about my empress. She gives that knowledge, show me knowledge. It's a different degree, bigger than college, bigger than the old verses. I just have no time for the curse when I see my empress. We can dance and unwind summertime like soca. Play this life out here, no time for the striptease, it's like the poker. More empress for the interest, that's the balance of life. Give it everything you need. Cheese, I don't even need it with a wife. I embrace with my empress. Give them things what you need with a balance. So what be sticking on my face? Show the things and what I need. No greed out here. That's the time of a waste. Rasta man got no time for the space. Life out here I embrace. It's a brace for my system, my people around here, no time for space. With darkness, simplicity, that's the energy what we need. How can we work in a space? How we gonna move in a space in a place when space is right here indeed?
Just another day, singing in the park. C.O.E, we do this one in the dark. It's just a lovely day.
Lovely day.
You know we don't ramp and play. It's just another day, singing in the park. Content over everything, do it in the dark. It's just a lovely day.
Lovely day.
We don't ramp and play. Remember the time they used to hide up into the cave. Now they think that they are brave and they jump up onto the stage. And I got my great to blaze. I look the camera into the face. I do the quadrite with the bass. Minus beat plus or minus. Well, where's my toothpaste? I don't need no fluoride. I read the newspaper the other day and I heard that more died. And then you see my energy and I feel that more crying. It's like they like to hide. They get petrified and said the tech forget your bride. But it's just another day, chilling in the park. Content over everything. We do this in the dark. It's just a lovely day.
Hey,
we don't ramp and.
Hey, I'm like empresses. They're so impressive. Hey.
Impressive.
I said empresses. Yo, I mean, one more. Let's get a rap. Was it a rap thing? I got one brother with some rap bars. I'm gonna speak.
Get some feeling now. Yeah, that bass is gonna jump in it. Beautiful. This ain't no Mary Poppins, where they flipping and they flopping, where the bars I have is dropping. This one is cream with the cropping. They could never tell me nothing. This flow is ragged a muffin. Them little MC are bluffing. I would knock out their damn stuffing. Paxo, what the act though? They go on in like to the black though. Well, minimum the man trying to get it the rat though. You're the first to the chat though, with a chain and the chaps, served to the chap. Well, give it to the dealer back. Well, there with the squealer. Where's he squealing? In a pissy stare on the flat. They could have never say I don't react. Them boy take man for ED but they could have never said I never want to do this one because I do it immediate. This is off for the dome and I never bought with the chrome. Boy, never take a trip to the Rome. Could they never tell me I've been cloned? Could they never tell me I've been drowned? Founded. They said mommy to get me grounded. Said I got to do the rounds, paper round, and they're gonna hear the sound. Why did they want to slouch? Get up straight and sit in the couch. They want to get us out when we spread the peace, east, west and south. That's why I got this. We would have never ever stopped this. Prospect stick to the top pick, cause this is how we gonna drop this.
1, 2, 3, 4, demon gang, wanna start war. One of them think he's got a 4-4, but 10 man jump out of the 4 door. That's 4 times 4 times 4, 4, 4. Hey, the man, we've got more. Ask number 1, we can start war 4 when the shank get. Yeah. I'm like, we add pounds when they add pennies. I said, they add 10 pounds, we add 20. And when they add 25, we add 50. When I roll round 2 packs, no biggie. When I roll round 2 packs, no biggie. Hey, I said, we add pounds when they add pennies.
Gang.
They add 10 pounds, we add 20. Gang. They add 25, we add 50. When I roll round 2 packs, no biggie. When I roll round 2 packs, no biggie. Man, roll round 2 packs, like roll that. I know, man coming in straight after. You're listening. Let's make him with a Jordan Valley. That's my brother. Oh, yeah, I'm going to make a link as well. Are you listening? Pick up them anonymous man, they're doing that million mass march as well. Yeah. Gang! Right out on the Babylon there. I said, we add pounds when they add pennies. I said, they add 10 pounds, we add 20. I said, they add 25, we add 50. When I roll round 2 packs, no biggie. When I roll round 2 packs, no biggie. I said, we add pounds when they add pennies. I said, they add 10 pounds, we add 20. They add 25, we add 50. Like, man, I roll round 2 packs, no biggie. Man, I roll round 2 packs, no biggie. Man, roll round 2 packs like a belly. We add pounds when they add pennies. My pagans could never try rob me. They'll lose after the and to the semis. They don't want to get killed like Kenny. I don't want to have a rock shot like Teddy. Don't try stunt like you, man. I ballers, Felix, shots and things get messy. Yeah, yo, gang, ready. Gang.
I'm back here.
Let's bring my dough before I go psycho. Let's bring my dough before
I go psycho.
Let's bring my dough before I go psycho. Let's bring my dough before I go psycho.
Gang.
Like Joffrey Game of Thrones. On the pitch we take out loans and don't try to play my back. Look how I got two, but it's not that. One of them OGP comes with nothing but excuses. About the grind is gone slow. Get stabbed up like Jon Snow.
Jeez.
C.O.E. C.O.E.
What?
C.O.E. Leon is the real OG.
Bang.
C.O.E.
Hey.
C.O.E.
Hey. C.O.E. Leon is a real OG. Man says C.O.E. Man says C.O.E. Man says C.O.E. Leon is a real OG. C.O.E. C.O.E. Man says C.O.E. Real OG, look. My brothers came round. He said that he's making dough. All of his bars. That's like the Games of Thrones. Yo, man, I have to make them know. No. Bam, 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 see the haters go. Gang.
Haters go. Haters go.
What?
I'm from the north.
What?
So I'm Jon Snow.
Oh.
You don't know.
Ah.
How'd that go? That's me. With a smooth afro.
Oh.
See me on road and say what blow.
Hey.
But make sure you got my dough. Gang. It's all for the Bentley fun. You know how we do? You know how that runs?
Yeah.
Yes, man.
It's C.O.E. Make that P. P. You know me. Triple O.G. G. When I roll, I make that fee.
Hey.
But this work, nah, man, I do that for free.
Cheese.
C.O.E. Cheese. Bring that beat back. Whatever you want, man. Whatever you want.
5 minutes left on the tape. I've got a truck, man. Gang.
Sure. Just get that gang. Is that a different beat?
Us.
Oh, shit.
Righteous, righteous. Righteous, righteous. Righteous. Gang. Gang out. Big up the gang out. Bring out the gang out. Righteous, righteous.
Listen.
We ain't no ones that you should add to. I can die, you can die too. Man, I mind me.
Tell him, I don't forget him. Tell him,
Show them
we
how
don't
we
forget
ride
him.
too.
Yo,
That's the time.
pussy holes run up your mouth and even try hurt me. I got beer, man. So I'm coming from Turkey. This is how we do. We murk pussy holes. You know what I mean? We gangster and we cool those rolls. I told you before, I'm Jon Snow with a cool afro. You see me on road while I blow. You see me extra dark, I'm in the park. How you mean? It's kinda cold and I don't need to laugh. No mask, bare face. See me in the staircase. Fuck around here, you might get bare face. That's how we do, man. Yeah, with a rare face. Yeah, that's me, the old school, mere face.
Oh, tell them that they can't work with.
What?
Like he said, we got a couple done from Turkey.
That's right.
And them man there from early. Have your fam feeling early. Have your fam feeling nerdy. I told them man that they ain't worthy.
Cause we grab you by the short and curlies.
I said we drive you by the short and curly.
I ain't no paper, you cannot burn me.
Woo. Man, I'm blood thirsty. I said, gang, you right.
It's like they never heard me. It's like they never heard me.
Enough of them are perjury. Enough of them are treason. Can you kill your brother and there ain't reason?
That pussy old shit ain't seasoned. You know what I mean? We come to change it any season. It's kind of warm like here, any season.
Man, I'm vanquishing all them demons.
Come on.
It's
yeah,
easy.
Yeah.
Let me know screens, you know what, please me. Give me that music, you know it's easy.
Check. It's Aptly from Acne. Niggas see me making money, big money, cashing. Everywhere my rhyme is fantastic. I'm too ghetto, I ain't acting. Skills I ain't lacking. Girls wanna get down on the teen seat. Cop chase me, 24 trying to cuff me. Snitch niggas on my back, man we pour them in a coffin. I pull the double shot it, it is talking. I move keys on the block, collecting. Yo, nice. You're cool, brother. Come on, brother's got some tools, brother. Like my brother's got the things in the tools, brother. Like I am not a fool, brother. Like my brothers came to rule, brother. Like man like the ocean. And you man are like the swimming pool, brother. Have you really got your tool, brother? Are you gonna use it like a fool, brother? Is your hot head or are you cool, brother? Like, do you really want a duel, brother? Like, you really want the war, brother? But do you know what you're beefing for, brother? Just wanna kill more brothers. Do you just wanna kill more brothers? I don't wanna see my brothers die. I think about cops when I say the other side. Jeez. I don't wanna see my brothers die. I think about cops when I say the other side.
Just wanna see my brothers, then I multiply. Smoke the weed, relaxing, and you get high. Let's see the boom, boom, boom. Hold it.
One last time.
One last tune, G.
Nah, it's a C.O.E. It's a C.O.E. I know I know tomorrow saying give thanks. They don't even know.
Hey, thought they were freeze? C.O.E.
Man don't watch the BBC. Man don't watch the ITV. I don't even watch Sky, my G. What do I watch? C.O.E. What do I watch? C.O.E. What do I watch? C.O.E. What do I watch? C.O.E.
Content over everything. Quick fast, with a quick fast, with a quick fast.
Look. Alright, we finish it with a chant. Alright, cool. Look. Don't know that I ride for the. Put my life on the line for the gang. Don't know that I ride for the gang. Put my life on the line for the gang. Don't know that I ride for the gang. Put my life on the line for the gang. And the time I ride for the gang. And I'm still wanna hype for the gang. Trust me.
And the mic's about to drop for the
C.O.E.
Gang. When I say gang. When I burn them. Like when I say.
Enough
don't know
love
what
to
I ride
everyone.
for the
Gang.
Pick up the mic for the
Gang.
And I wanna hype for the
Gang.
And a man might like for the gang. 9 seconds for the gang. Man's got the thing for the gang. C.O.E. yeah, that is the gang. Gang unite, yeah, we are the gang. God said gang. I'm out here with the things done, but I spit with the gang. Every day I live with the. Them boys can't ever stop the.